Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are looking at the 2.5-inch digital Sonic pack by Jakks. This just came out recently. If you don't know what this is coming from the game Sonic Superstars. It's from a level called Cyberstation Zone, and in that level the characters turn very pixelated, which is unique. What's weird though is that they didn't make this a 4-pack to include Amy, because all 4 characters go through this change, and since it is a 4-player co-op game, I find this a missed opportunity on this not being a 4-pack instead. So it's pretty messed up that they just completely cut Amy off here. You can see we do get an open window that shows the 3 figures here. Things are pretty standard the way how they do the classic packaging. You know, we've seen this classic Sonic render before a bunch of times now. We got the logo there at the bottom. Digital pack is what they're calling it. Here's the top of the packaging. We get the logo up there, and then the window does continue from the front. Here's the bottom. Here's the side right here. We just get the logo and then Sonic right there, and it's also the same on this side. And then here's the back. Get some images of the figures right there. We also get the wave right here that has the 2.5-inch trip figure. That's the new figure in that wave. I actually did review that. I'm debating on reviewing the 4-inch one, but I don't know if I want to review that in like a 2-in-1 review. Maybe I'll like review it with like the next new 4-inch figure. Still not sure yet. Okay, so here they are out of the packaging right here. In person, these actually look really cool. Like out of the packaging, they look like really unique. Really, like I'm really liking the way how these look. Like look how they look like to the side. Like this is like, I don't know. They almost like, they remind me of like the little like brick, like the Brickcraft figurines. I wasn't expecting them to be a little bit smaller, so let me just throw like a little comparison. Let me try to get them situated there. So here's like just a regular 2.5-inch Sonic figure. You can see like it's just a little smaller, you know, just a little bit. I think maybe like the top spikes, you know, I mean just the way how they are, the way how the spikes is and everything, like the head and the body, like they are like a little bit tinier. Not by a whole much though, but you can definitely like tell the difference. I'll even throw in tails. See what I mean? Yeah, that's a, you can definitely see a difference right there with the height. And then for Knuckles, same thing. So they are going to be a little bit smaller. Yeah, you can definitely tell. Like the two Sonics were like a little bit close, but Tails and Knuckles, like you can definitely see a lot smaller. Almost like they probably could be in the size with like the Tomy classic Sonic figures. The paint's actually pretty good on Sonic and Knuckles. It's a little bit messed up with the Tails' eyes, but yeah, I do like it though. It's just a really cool looking Sonic figure the way how it is. They all have the peg holes too, and their articulation is still similar with the, you know, just like the standard Sonic figures. We still get the rotation to the head. The arms move back and forth. They also have a hinge to the shoulder, and you can rotate the wrist on its own. And then just like the legs, the foot and then the leg, they're molded together. So you're just rotating the entire leg, and they still have a hinge too, so you can still kick back and forth. There's gonna be some limitation the way how the sculpt is though. The tails right here, they're not separate. This is all one piece, and then there is a hinge. It doesn't really hold itself well though. Like if I wanted to just keep it up, it is gonna go back down, and you can't really put it any more down. I mean, you can, but it looks like if I move it any more down, it looks like it just wants to pop off. And yeah, see, you can see how it'll just pop off if you want to move it any more down. But Tails is fine because the Tails supports his weight, so he's not gonna like fall over really. And like I said, they have peg holes, so even if they are having a hard time falling, you can find like a little stand for them, so they're fine. And then for Knuckles is going to be a lot more limited. You can even see it right here. Look at where his tail is, and then look at where the quills is at. Look how much movement you're getting, because the quills is already bumping into the tail. And then even like the arm here, But like I can't even do a hinge because the quills is already there. You can move them forward and then back, of course. Not gonna be able to. Yeah, you can't really like do like a hinge because the quill is like right there. But as far as like posing, you'll do like a little bit of posing with them. But that's just how the 2.5-inch figures are. They are like, you know, little basic figurines. But like I said, I do like these a lot. Man, it sucks that we don't have Amy though in this set. It just feels so weird without having her here. But oh well. So here's one last comparison. I figured I would bring these out since I've already talked about them, but here we have the Tomy Classic Sonic figures. These are the variants where they were trying to go for like the 16-bit sprite on the characters. Honestly, if you pop it off and then just like, you know, turn it around instead, you can just like display it better like that because it will go all the way down, because it was like, you know, the opposite. So now it won't go up, but it will stay down. So just like flip it and then you'll be fine. I was playing around with it and I realized that's all you really had to do. Okay, so that is going to do it here on the 2.5-inch digital Sonic 3-pack by Jakks Pacific. So if you guys want to pick this up, this is currently available at Target. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Until then, take care, my friends.
Story Select.